Your lights glisten like disco balls. Quarterback flows dodging D-line walls. End zone dreams in the hearts of teams. Hustle on the field, ain't no in-betweens. As the football spirals, fate unravels. Heartbeats sink, players travel. Grind don't stop, whistle blows echo. Field warriors, the heroes echo. Cleats dig deep, turf beneath. Receivers leap like a midnight thief. Touchdown dances, crowd in trances. Game time magic, endless chance. As the football spirals, fate unravels. Heartbeats sink, players travel. Grind don't stop, whistle blows echo. Field warriors, the heroes echo. Coaches with plans, plays drawn in sand. Grit and sweat, team tighter than a band. Hail Mary hopes, defenders in scopes. Victory's a taste, better than a rope. Cheers rain loud, pride in the crowd. Moments freeze, memories are vowed. Helmet to helmet, clash and conquer. Legends born, others left to ponder. As the football spirals, fate unravels. Heartbeats sink, players travel. Grind don't stop, whistle blows echo. Field warriors, the heroes echo. Dig deep, turf beneath. Receivers leap like a midnight thief. Touchdown dances, crowd in trances. Game time magic, endless chance. As the football spirals, fate unravels. Heartbeats sink, players travel. Grind don't stop, whistle blows echo. Field warriors, the heroes echo. Coaches with plans, plays drawn in sand. Grit and sweat, team tighter than a band. Hail Mary hopes, defenders in scopes. Victory's a taste, better than a rope. Stadium lights glisten.
Oh boy, it's gonna be one of those days with my technology skills. So hello everybody and welcome to As a Football Spirals. We are trying to step up our game with technology and I am butchering it right now. But luckily for me, I get Frazier with us that can walk me through a lot of this stuff. How's your week going?
You know, it was good until tonight.
Until you start talking to me?
No, I don't think start talking to you. It's just you stress me out. I have premature ventricular contractions.
I love it. I've been doing it for 20 years. You should be used to it now.
Facts.
So,
Facts.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
How do you who made that song for you?
The song?
Yeah.
That's me singing.
No.
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely.
I'll tell you later. I don't know if I can say it on here if it's copyrighted
Jesus.
or not. I don't know.
Did you pay somebody for it?
Nope.
It was done for free.
Myself. I was actually at your studio behind you. I was at your studio and I was.
I know.
You know,
I know.
singing.
You forget to see the whole layout.
I like it. Now, do you play all those instruments? That's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm not good though. I have a nice little Yamaha keys. Obviously, you know, I used to be in church. It's no longer there.
Yep.
And then all this you're seeing right here is electronic drum set.
Okay.
So they got a bass. It looks like it's back over this shoulder.
Yep.
Somewhere over there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
So Owen's playing the drums. You have the electric one, so that's that's pretty good. I'm gonna need to.
What is popping up?
Shut my phone off. Hold on, I'm gonna put you on the TV really quick. So just let you talk for now. Give me a second while I do some updating stuff. So
this is crazy. Ooh, that's a very strong view of my crib.
How's
Don't judge me.
Yeah, no judgment zone here.
No judgments at all.
trying to do the how to get my on the sleep mode, do not disturb. There we go. I was getting
Can you get
people
it?
messaging me, so oh man, good stuff. Now my thing's all weird. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this volume right, but
Yeah,
I think I have a strong voice.
yeah. Let's see if But anyways, you watch any of the UFL games at all?
Yeah, I was watching a little bit, but when you're at work and you've seen it, it's just something you're just like, eh. But I forgot what one quarterback, Mondo, whatever his name is.
Yeah,
uh, Essentially, somebody they signed his replacement mid game.
really.
Yeah, I was like, ooh. I think it was D. I want to say no, the Brammers, San Antonio.
Promise. Yeah,
Yeah, they signed
yeah.
his replacement mid game.
They lost, right? Oh no,
Oh, bad. Yeah,
yeah, they
bad,
lost.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, bad.
crazy
Wasn't good.
stuff. Was not good.
Was
But
not
yeah,
good. Yeah.
still, football's football. I love it, and it's really good to watch that and just kind of seeing. I'd love to get somebody in the ECFL to, get there one day. That'd be nice.
Dope.
How's Dre? He's talk to Dre still? Is he coaching UFL
Oh,
at all?
Barbosa?
Yeah,
Not talked to him the other day. He's out the NFL. I don't know what he's doing right now.
yeah,
He's probably on Cape Cod. But no,
nice.
he was definitely he was with the what's the name of the team? Carolina Panthers.
These are the
He was
Panthers.
there for
Yeah,
a while.
yeah,
Yeah, that was his gig. But yeah, it was cool. It was cool knowing that he was there. It was a great hustle, man. To get there is hard enough as a
yeah,
player, even harder as a coach,
yeah, yeah, absolutely. So,
because you got to know somebody to get somewhere, you know.
yep.
But
Uh,
speaking of coach and commissioner, I've been really, 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 really interested in your take on the new rules that are coming out.
So I've been extremely busy. I haven't read up on all the rules, but are they get rid of the tush push or no?
So that's my thing. That's the thing, right? So
Okay.
what do you think of the tush push? What do you?
So I'm gonna sound so dumb right now, but I actually thought that the tush that you couldn't push your players. I know there's a rule at one point in
Yeah,
my football career. You couldn't like help a player
move
forward,
forward.
and then they started doing it, and I was like, oh, okay. And I don't know when that rule changed. And if anybody is on here that may know that answer, that'd be great for me to find out. Because,
Yeah,
like I said, I thought like you couldn't push, and I don't. I think it's not safe. I feel like people who, like look at the Super Bowl, Chris Jones. He went down low because obviously low man wins, right?
hmm
So went down low and banged his head. Like you want to talk about safety in the NFL. So I do think that the um, tush push should be banned.
you sound like the Green Bay Packers, bro. Just, just you're such a hater. Here's my thing with the tush push. I have no problem with it being done. The problem is because a few teams are doing it, and it seems like they're getting disadvantage of scoring or getting first downs. Not
Hmm.
every other team is like, we want it banned. Okay, so in anything we do in football, the line obviously has a problem because obviously they're banging all the time. This is one thing where the whole point of football is the low man win, and in every game the low man wins. So
Yep.
if that's the case, this is just another play. You know what I mean? Either you could either one of two things. You could stop it as a defense, or copy it as an offense, and do it.
But I do feel that. I mean, I remember back in the day we used to have the scrum, the double wing tight splits, and everybody just go like QB keeps it. It's like kind of the same
Mm-hmm.
play.
Yeah.
I just feel like in I just feel like it's too easy. I really do. I feel like it's
That's
just
the
too
point.
easy.
Like don't. It's
But
like you hating. It's like you hating the player. Don't hate the player, bro. Hate the game.
true. Well,
They
what
they,
what I
they
just
came
do
up with
here? I
a
just did something here. Hold on. My bad. There we go.
they came
I'm
up with a
get
way to win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know how many people would lose money if the tush push was real? The NFL loses tons of money. Think about it. Jalen Hurt is guaranteed a first down or a touchdown if he's at the 1 yard line.
Right.
That right there is a nice parlay for somebody. That's somebody's parlay. You get what I'm saying? That's a lot of money left on parlays. I don't think the NFL wants to do that. If money's everything, I don't think you want to do that. My
money
parlay
is
suffers
a,
a lot when the Eagles are playing. I mean, I hate the Eagles anyways, but what are you going
money
to do?
is
Bro?
a. I'm trying to get my ticket working down here for the ECFL.
Oh.
Money is I mean, gambling did become pretty much illegal everywhere, and it's just like it's crazy the amount of money that is out there.
Oh,
But
billions of dollars.
yeah,
What do you mean?
it's just
All right. So the next rule is the first down is going to be measured electronically now. So apparently in the ball, Sony's going to work with the NFL to put chips in the ball
yeah.
to let them know if they got first downs. So you just eliminated the chain gang. So chain gang's gone. Poof, disappeared.
Yep.
Robots are taking over, my guy.
Not a big fan.
I think
Robots are
it's-
taking over. I'm as a coach, nothing's better than like getting that measurement and like that anticipation
Right.
of like, do you have the first down or not? Like, imagine it's like, oh yeah, first down. It's like, what?
Yeah.
No, I want a measurement. I want to see. It's like it's just both offense and defense. You just set that anticipation. It's like, how close are they? What's going on? And like that's another thing as a coach. It's like if I'm an inch away, I'm probably gonna go
Mhm.
for it. If I'm 6 inches away, I might not. Like who knows? Like it does. It's a game of inches, you know.
But you know,
But-
did you watch the game? I think it was with Ed Ockley or one of those refs. They took a card, index card to measure and see if he got the first down or not. No, All right, bro,
I
you
remember
gotta
that.
go back.
Yeah, everything was Ed Hockley.
Yeah.
By the way, Frank Gaudette said help Mikey into the end zone, and he scored his touchdowns against the Panthers for
Facts.
us. And then
Facts.
Bunny says it sucks. Anything to do with Philly sucks.
Listen. Shout out to my man Aaron,
Oh.
R.I.P. But the Birds have found a way to make sure they can at least score touchdowns.
Mm.
Not the fact that they have two stud receivers, a stud tight end, an absolute freak at running back. The dude he's not a human. His quads are not human. So he himself is a robot. Saquon
Yeah.
is a robot.
He's amazing.
So I mean, to take away the tush push, I mean, like, you know what I mean? It just makes the game exciting. Everybody's
Yeah.
doing it. Josh Allen now tried it because Josh Allen wouldn't score half the touchdowns he did because he's Josh Allen.
I mean, I remember. I think it was Travis Kelsey that came in and like went in motion. Like I think Mahomes was like in shotgun and he like went in motion. He stopped on the center, got the ball, and did the tush push with him. Like
Yeah.
that's if the tush push stays legal, that's stuff that you're gonna start seeing. I think is instead of having guys like Josh Allen and
Yeah.
your big time players get the guys that used to get hit in the head to
Yeah.
do a tush
You
push.
got to
But
adapt, man. The NFL is an adapted league. You remember when the college style with the clap came in with Kyler,
Yeah.
now everybody's clapping. So the NFL will adapt. It's just, will the defense adapt? And this is a
Right.
play that's automatic. Like you can't have an automatic play in the NFL like that because it's a guarantee.
Yeah.
Now, they did get stopped a couple times, but for the most part, that ball's getting in.
did you see the misdirection play they had where they faked the tush push and they handed it off and they ran like a buck sweep around? That was pretty cool. So
All right, and then which was the other one? There's one other one that I saw that I thought was interesting. What if the tush push came to the ECFL? Would you allow it?
tush push has come to the ECFL,
Well, who?
and the Ducks did it last weekend against the
No.
Bruins. Louis Gonzalez got ran it in.
So you can't bet it, and you got it's here.
It's the tush push is here for the season at least.
Oh my God! Don't be that guy. Don't
Which-
be that
which guy?
commissioner. Don't be that commissioner.
The guy that bans it. No, I wouldn't
Yeah,
ban it.
don't be that guy. Don't
I
be
would
that
not
guy.
do that.
The other day, the celebration. I saw a ref throw a flag in the celebration. I think that's something you need to work on.
Oh, in
we
our
have a
league?
bunch of new YNs that
Yeah.
are in the.
Oh my god, I can't. I'm not gonna lie. I was in the meeting with the owners. I'm like, I'm sorry, what's a YN? And they had to tell me. Oh man, I'm so not. You know me. I'm the guy that had to play.
Listen, man, you got to make the league fun, bro. You got to make the league fun.
Yeah.
You
So
can't, you can't
you
be.
can celebrate.
Yeah.
That was a bad call, bad on the officials. But
Yeah,
you
you
also
can't
gotta
be
look
throwing
at-
flags and celebrations, man. You know what I mean? That, like, if it's like blatantly taunting,
Mhm.
then all right, I get it. But don't do that.
Yeah.
That's disappointing. So But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see how the tush push comes.
What's the?
I mean, are you going to get fancy with the electronic first down, or are you going to stick with?
Yeah, we're actually purchasing the chips tomorrow.
Bet.
Yeah,
Love
no, we're
Love
gonna have to. Honestly, if any league needs the chip in the ball, it's the ECFL. How many games get caught up and doesn't stop for like 10 minutes trying to find chain gang? So
bro.
that would be actually pretty legit. So,
That hurts. That hurts so many times. I remember Marshall was like, "Anybody want to do chains?" Announcers announcing, "Anybody want to do chains? Anybody want to do chains?"
So
Yeah, definitely bring it in.
yeah, I think I'm gonna need my hat back actually. Like my hat just looks weird. It looks like my hat's sideways. I don't know. Anyways, I'm looking at myself in the video, and it's like, anyways, let me know what everybody here thinks about this new format we have. We're trying to step up into the new age, and we're going to be able to see comments and everything. I have us on Facebook Live right now, and I have us on Yogi. I have us on YouTube. So if you guys are on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and comment as well. Tell me what you guys think and what we should do different. See if we can make this more fun. Alex says Buddha. He says, yeah, we ran it perfectly on Sunday. And Jeff says, what up, goat? Must be talking about me, obviously, not you. So
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Yogi's
I'll give
on
you that.
the
You got that all
Hurricanes
day.
with Hearts. So
You got that all day.
yeah, what, Hurricanes with Hearts or?
No,
Goat?
the goat part. The goat
Oh,
part.
okay, gotcha.
Like a baby goat, not like a real
baby goat.
big ass
Yeah,
goat.
absolutely.
Yeah, man. That's what I want to. The NFL is getting interesting. I want to see how it's going to play out. The kickoff, if it's a touchback, now comes to the 35-yard line. What do you think about it? You going to put that in the ECFL?
That is technically, well, in the ECFL, if you kick it out of bounds, the ball's automatically at the
And I was
35.
talking about touchbacks.
So touchbacks. No, I'd keep it
No?
because we play NCAA rules.
Yeah.
I know what they're trying to do. NFL's trying to make the kickoffs, the kick returns more exciting because they, want to make it part of the game. So they're saying, all right, if you kick it in the end zone, because that's how they came up that new rule last year. Now, if you kick it in the end zone and you get the ball to 35, you're better off trying to do like a high kick to the 5 and get you guys down there and make some tackles. Trying to make special teams a thing still, because right now special teams is, kickoffs were at one point everybody's just kicking out of bounds, out the end zone.
Yeah, because the kickers are killing the ball, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at these kickers kicking, I was like, yo. But obviously, and I feel like the NFL feels bigger. But this is what I don't like about the NFL. 1 year, we'll change it. Next year, we change it back. Or they're always trying to tinker. Like, if it's not broke, don't fix it, man. You know what I mean? Like, as a commissioner looking at stuff like that, I'm like, looking through your eyes, I'm like, this is stupid. Like, this is stupid. But then they like, oh, it's player safety. It's player safety. No, it's not. It's not. Because then the next year you're going to change it because you're not making enough money off of it. So
yeah. Well, we run on NCAA rules.
Player safety or the money? Which one?
Yeah, we're still gonna work on NCAA rules, and we just had the modifications, like, they fall down, they get back up and run, those kind of stuff. So
I don't know. You're a commission. I'm just want to see what you think about these new rules that come out.
yeah,
I'm disappointed with your tush push analysis, though.
Yeah, they're good. They're good to they're just trying to change the game and seeing what they can do. And I understand. I remember Mark Cuban said, "What pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered." And I hope the NFL. That was back when they were only playing Sundays and Mondays. Now they're playing, Thursdays, Saturdays, Sundays, Mondays.
Christmas Day, triple header.
Yeah, so it's
Triple header on Christmas. And now they're doing international series where it's England, Germany, Berlin, and I think they're going to Ireland soon.
really.
So teams are going to lose out on one home game for international series.
That's why they went to the 17-game schedule, though. So
18.
they still have the eight
18
games.
Now. 18 now.
18 weeks.
Games.
Oh, it's 18 games now?
18 games now.
Is that new rule just kicked in place too?
I guess that's from what I heard. Maybe I may be lost, but from what I think, it's 18 games now.
Because I know they had 18 weeks. Everybody had to buy. Are they getting rid of the buy, or are they extending the week another week?
I don't know what's going on.
because his whole plan is to have Super Bowl Sunday the Sunday before Washington's birthday, so it could be a holiday afterwards. That's the plan of the NFL. And people like the Cowboys like, I still gotta work. It's the busiest day of the year. So
Facts. What do you mean?
so
And it's a Sunday too, and I'm open on Sundays.
yeah,
And people are coming to buy cars. I'm like, do you understand what's happening today? It should be a national holiday.
it should be.
That's a good law they should lobby for. Super Bowl Sunday should be a national holiday.
I agree, 100%.
Should
Super
be
Bowl
a
Monday.
day where every human has it off.
No, Super Bowl Monday, Super Bowl Sunday. Sunday people should have off anyways. Most of the people, but
Again.
Super Bowl Monday is the day that I want off because I wouldn't have one too many on Monday. Hey, Andre,
All
this
right.
is a it's called
Well,
As a
moving on.
Football Spirals. We're just talking football and having some fun. So I got
Let's
some
get
good
into
guests.
this. Let's get into this. It's already a late night. People
I
are
know,
going to
right?
sleep.
Already late night. Sorry, got started late. It was 9 o'clock today, but anyways, we had a pretty solid week. It's kind of going into ECFL. We're going to talk. Teams are kind of pulling away and kind of showing,
Mhm.
who's going to be where. Just so everybody knows, the playoff format is going to be very similar to the playoff format that we have in the summer league. So for those who don't know, I've implemented a new format in the summer where everybody plays everybody. There's no divisions. There's no AA, AAA, single A, whatever it is. Like football is football. You play who's on the schedule, right?
Right.
And what's going to happen is the first 4 teams, so 1 through 4, they're going to play for the ECFL big trophy. So 1 plays 4, 2 plays 3, and then there's a championship game.
Right.
But 5 through 8, they're going to go in a separate bracket, and they're going to play for the AA championship. So depends on how you finish the season, is how you're going to have your playoffs. So instead of people,
Missing out. Everybody has a chance to win something.
yeah, but and not only that, but like you said, of other teams like sandbagging, I don't want to play those teams. I don't play like
Yeah.
now you get a
Yeah.
chance, and players are all playing. So I think recruitment wise is going to be great for teams. So we're doing that in the spring to kind of like see how it goes. So 1 through 4, they're going
Mhm.
to play for the spring championship, and then 5 through 8, they're going to play for the Zenith Bowl championship. So it'll be a Zenith
Okay.
Bowl that we put together. So we'll have a spring champion and we'll have a Zenith Bowl champion. So
It's kind of dope.
yeah, pretty cool. I want to see how it goes, and therefore everybody who plays kind of has a chance to win a trophy and win a championship. And if you have a bad season or a bad beginning of the season, you can always still come back and win a championship. That's always a cool
So
thing.
what
too.
about the teams from the year before? So like going to the next year,
Mhm.
is there like a bracket you're gonna put them into? Like, oh, you won last year, you won last year. Do you start off like the team who wins the Zenith Bowl? Would they play like the spring champion to start out?
I mean, you mean like waiting the schedule or something like that? And that's something that we can think. But yeah, it's just we don't have divisions anymore. It's just
Okay.
we're going straight into football, and
Everybody plays everybody.
everybody plays, and wherever you land, that's the trophy you play for. Instead
Alright.
of teams saying, "Oh, I'm not going to be able to play AAA. I got to play AA," and then
Right.
they go and they dominate teams 35-0 by halftime.
Easy
And-
dub. Easy
yeah.
dub.
And it's like you're not a AA team. You should have been playing, and it also prevents, I think, teams and players from hopping teams. Where like players can be like, I don't want to play for, I don't want to play AAA because I have to play, like the Admirals were dominated for 3 straight years, and they're like, oh, I
Right.
don't want to play against the Admirals, so I want to go win a championship on a AA team because they don't think they
Right.
can win. I feel like the difference of competition, like there is a difference, but
hmm
I mean, we've played. I've never played a single A. I think single A is just. Anyways, I've never played single A. I've always played either a double. Like I played in double A, and then I thought, like, hey, triple A is not that much better than double A talent.
No.
So
No, there's some teams where if on a right Saturday can take on like a very competitive team, like, and there's teams who reload. You know what I mean? Some of those teams that you think are double A, next thing it's like, oh, next year they're a triple A team.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be an interesting format. I haven't seen something like this done where everybody's playing everybody, so you have an opportunity to win. And some people like, oh, my team's better. I'm not going to show up. Like, do they play him? Do you play? Now the question is, do you rest guys? Like if you're a team playing late in the season and you have a shot, are you going to rest some of your guys to be like, all right, take a week off? Is that going to be something that's going to be instrumental that comes into play? Because if I'm a team going off a championship and I got to play a team that I know is not as competitive, do I take an opportunity as a coach and say, I'm going to rest my starting QB, my starting running back,
So that
get my
was
line some work or take them out?
that was a conversation. Someone brought that up,
Yeah.
and I've never ever coached a game to lose. I've never went to play a game to lose.
Yeah.
If you and that's something. Hey, we'll see how the first week goes, right? And
Yeah.
we'll see what happens, and then Crafty, we'll love Crafty. Crafty goes Smith Lane crew in the house. So we will. We'll see what happens. Like if it becomes an issue, maybe the top five make it, and or not top five. That won't work strategically. Top six make it. I'll judge it, see how it works the first year. But I'm sorry if I'm a fifth and a fourth and a fifth seed team, and you also got to know that we're giving benefits for teams that win the championship, the East Coast Football League championship. They're going to be, there's things we do with a sponsor FTL. There's things we do with the dues and stuff. So it's worth winning in the league. So if you do, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I've never thought of sandbagging. I've never thought of not winning.
No, it's just a question.
And losing
It's
a
just
game.
a question.
So.
You have to kind of, for me, I'm looking at it like, as a player going into it, people get banged up, right? In the NFL, in the season, I was going to say NFL. There's no NFL players here. But in the ECFL, you get banged up. Like for example, last year when I was playing week 10 or, right before the playoffs, 2 games before, I broke my wrist and I couldn't play, right?
Yeah.
So I had surgery, did everything back. And now, come championship game, I was playing. So,
now, But would you say, because I'm hurt, let's lose these next 2 games?
I'm not saying hurt. I'm not saying hurt, but if you have a guy that's beat up and you're going to probably be playing for a championship game, you want that guy as healthy as possible. That's just a fact. That's just, you're looking at being a good organization at that point.
Yeah, but you want to win the league. Chris Barry says, "Oh Lord, Bunny, thank you." Bunny says, "Great work, keep it up." I just don't see people. I just don't see people trying to lose a game to win a lesser trophy.
No, John. I'm not saying they're going to win a lesser trophy. All right, let's say for example, you're the second seed, right? And you're playing a guy who is currently ranked like 7th, and it's week 10.
Mm-hmm.
After that you got playoffs.
Yeah.
Are you going to sit here and tell me if your quarterback is banged up, your running back is banged up, you're not going to give guys who are second and third string an opportunity to play in the game and say, hey, let me rest these guys because, I have a bigger game coming up. I still want to win. But at the end of the day,
if I'm the number 2 seed, and I'm 100% in the big game bracket, I'm 100% doing that. If I'm number 4 seed,
that's different.
I want to lose. I'm playing the number 5 seed. If I lose, I'm number 5 and get to play for the lesser trophy. I would not do that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, are you going to do that as an organization? That's something to think about.
But now,
again,
Frazier, I walk up to you and I'm like, yeah, man, I want to rest of this game. You're like, hell no, I'm going to play. So
I'm playing the whole game.
That's hard. Yeah, that's just hard to
pad my stats.
That's hard to. It's hard to. I don't know. I've never liked the fact of, I would sit people if a game gets out of control, but I hate sitting people because I don't want them to get hurt. If they want to sit because they're banged up, 100% do it. But if they're not and they can play, then play. That's the way I look at it. So
again, it's just it's a question to see what happens down the road. See who plays a way to make a way to get to the chip.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. So, that being said, I'm wondering how I'm going to do this. I'm going to need to do something a little different here. So, we had a pretty good week. We had, I wouldn't say pretty good week. We had a lot of games that really look at the scores down below that really kind of got out of hand quickly. So it's the CT Falcons went on to 2-0. They won against the CT Raiders. The Raiders are a team that they have a good foundation. It's their second game. They are playing two tough teams, two top-tier teams they played, so it's tough to see what they can really do. They can hang with those guys. Like the athletes they have, they can hang with them. And that's what I like about the Raiders. But the Falcons they're awesome. They have a lot of talent. They're a really good team. So it'll be it's gonna be interesting to see how this season plays out with the top four. See who gets to be the first four. That's what I'm calling it, the first four. Right now you got the Warhawks, Falcons, Bulldogs, and Ducks all undefeated. Wow, actually, I just looked at this. That is crazy. So you have 4 teams undefeated and 4 teams that haven't won yet.
Yeah.
But one team that hasn't won yet is the Cardinals, and they've let up 17 points and they've scored 13. So like they lost a game in quadruple overtime, and they lost a game by 2-0. So they're
that was crazy.
They're ready to get rolling, and once they get rolling, they have a lot to prove, So once they get rolling, it's gonna be interesting to see how that.
What was this, week 4, right?
Going on to week 4, yeah. So they had a bye week last week. So
how many? 6?
7 games.
7. So you at week 4, you have to turn around. You have no choice at this point. Like you go into a game and you're the Cardinals, you're like, it's either all or nothing, because right now you're pretty much at the bottom of the barrel. You have to win. That's the mentality I got to go in with. If you don't go in with that winning mentality, like, I don't care what happens, we're going to play together, we're going to win together, every man for himself, and make it a team game. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know if it's a practice thing, guys are not showing up. Again, they have a loaded roster, and some of those guys may not want to practice. They're like, yo, man, I got work, I know I'm good, and just want to show up. You know what I'm saying? But if that is the case, Menace has to get it together, because if he loses another week, he's not repeating. Statistically, it's almost impossible to get back to that championship game. So it's going to be. But the teams that are looking good. I mean, I was surprised, and we're probably going to get into this. The Chargers played the Bulldogs. I want to say the Bulldogs really well.
Very well.
I was surprised. I was like, the Chargers are here.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They played great defense. They gave 2 scores. I mean, one's on the goal line, so you can't really do anything about that. But 6-0 going deep into the game, and defense was playing. Those guys are picking balls off. Receivers are going for balls. You know what I mean? That was from the Bulldogs coming off a bye week. I thought they were going to play better.
Mm-hmm.
Not that the Chargers played amazing, but I thought the Bulldogs were going to. This was going to be a more lopsided game, I would say. I hate to say that, Chargers. I'm sorry, but you guys surprised me. You definitely surprised me. Shout out to the Chargers.
I will say this: actually, you know what? Let's go and watch that game and kind of just. Yeah, let's go watch that. I think we should put that on here. So let's
see how good you are with technology now.
Let's see how good I am. All right. So here we go. This is the beginning of the game. Can I stop this? I think
Like disco.
Nope, I can't stop it.
No, just let it run.
Well, I could, but I'm just gonna let it run. So that was Cologne. Cologne kind of got shut down today, but this is the best.
This kid wanted this ball.
Yeah.
Look, he wanted that.
That was amazing catch, amazing
He
play.
wanted that.
This quarterback, actually, they took him out second quarter, but he played good, the Chargers
Really
quarterback. Good. But look at the Bulldogs.
Yes. Ooh.
You can't run a speed sweep into that many guys and just expect not to get it.
Again.
So this is later in the second quarter, offensive pass interference, but I wanted to show that great ball, but it was pass interference. So
defense was everywhere.
This is the second quarterback for the Chargers.
He played good against the Warhawks. He made a couple good throws, but here he just clearly we can see he just made bad decisions.
Yeah, and then the very next play the Bulldogs get. Watch this. They give it right back.
On. Turf.
So
turf monster got
turf monster, watch out. So then they bring in Forciers back in because that guy's threw the pick. Yeah. And I don't hate this call. I hate the execution. He just targeted the guy and just tossed it up.
I agree. So, he's looking the whole way.
Yeah, it's
He's
just
looking the absolute whole way.
bad. And then the Bulldogs, that kind of changed the whole game here. Here's the Bulldogs. Um, this kid is good right here.
Gone.
Look at that.
6? Is that
Great
6?
blocking. That's 6, yeah.
Yeah.
Great blocking.
Kids.
I just wanted to
Good
show this
running.
because this play, there's a hold on the call. Play went
There's a
back.
hold on every call.
The very next play, there's a hold, hold on that
There's
play.
a hold on every play in football, man.
The very
used
next
to it.
play, it looks like the exact same play, doesn't it? So
Yeah, it's the same play.
no,
has to be the same
it was actually a different play.
It was?
Yes, the very next play he ran. So after they made the run, they ran the same exact play and got the same yardage. So then runs the ball down the red zone. It's still a 0-0 score in the end of the third quarter.
There it is.
Get a nice tackle here, and then they just run it in right here.
Yeah, that's the same thing that happened up there when they scored, to make it 12 too.
Yep.
Just the other side.
So then the Chargers, one I love about this team, they don't really give up. And that
Look at
kid,
that.
he can throw it. That
He
might be
wanted that
Tony.
ball,
I'm
man.
not sure if that's Tony Sparks catching that, but they had a good job. Then the defense played relentless back here, and the
Their
Bulldogs
defense.
they run the
Yo,
two
I'm gonna tell
quarterback
you right
system
now.
too.
I know teams played really well. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give everybody the
Yep.
Falcons. D is nasty. I'm gonna give my MVP, my dog, to the Chargers. D. Surprised me. I mean, they got scores, but I'm just telling you, the way they played was much improved.
Yeah.
Much improved. Ooh.
And then that was almost got it in there. And then is that the end? That is the end.
Yeah, that's the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they run it in on the end zone after that.
Yep. So
Yeah, much improved, man. Much
Mu-
improved.
yeah,
100%.
looked good.
much improved.
That the quarterback Forcier, that was the kid number 11. He's
Yeah.
a starting quarterback. Very very impressed with him. He threw some nice balls beginning of that game, some slants. They really exploited the defense of the Bulldogs. But I was impressed that they shut down Antonio Colon.
Hey, listen,
they got
I
him
thought
the
he was
ball.
going to be a bigger part of their game plan.
Yeah.
That's just me. I thought they were going to get him more involved earlier because once he got going, you know what I mean? But I give Boston so much credit. I'm watching this game and I'm like, is this the same Boston team I've been watching?
Yeah.
Like their defense was rallying to the ball. You know what I mean? One guy's next, one guy's there trying to strip the ball. If another guy gang tackling, all things you teach, they came up and did that with them. I mean, again, you see where they got the ball. It took a while for the Bulldogs to get down there. But once you're so close, you know, I mean, it's almost impossible. But shout out to the Boston D. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
That's my dog. I'm sorry I said it early, but everybody else is good. But
I like the play of Nick Salig, the running back there. He had some great carries, great plays.
yeah, he played DN too. I think he played DN.
Did he? Okay, I didn't.
Yeah, I think he played
see
DN
that.
and running
Yeah.
back. Yeah, he had a couple tackles, but his running did more than anything else. Yeah.
Yeah, and talk about you want to give it to the whole defense. How about the Bulldogs O line? I mean, they came in, they played well. So
Bro, that O line is big.
yeah,
Is it 69? Has the stance? I like on video. I every time I look, I'm like, is that like I see him? That's the first guy I see. He
Yeah.
points out this guy, and I'm like, all right, yeah, bet. But no, they had a great. Again, their O line obviously carried them. You know what I mean? The pass game wasn't something that was as prolific as it was before in the last couple of weeks that we saw them. But the running game, again, winning is finding a way to win. You know,
yeah,
pass wasn't working. They tried some screens, it didn't work. They're like, hey, let's just run the ball. And again, that's football. You got to find a way to win, and they found a way to win. I'm not
That's
discrediting
that's
the
what good
Chargers.
teams do. You know.
Our defense played pretty good.
Yeah, I was impressed with the way the Chargers defense played. The thing that impressed me more is that like a lot of people you hear, oh, they're playing the Chargers, oh, it's gonna be a easy game, and they came to play, and
They came to play.
if they can continue to
said-
do that, they're gonna.
Hey, they
like,
may
you could-
they may be winning. They may win a few games. They may win a few games.
You're gonna
'Cause
have
again-
to show up to play because they're like reminds me of the Randolph Oilers back in the day when I used to have the Gladiators. Like you don't show up, they're gonna beat you. So it's you got to show up to those games there. But
I've been in those games.
shout out to the
Mhm.
Bulldogs. Todd and Tony, you guys doing a great job with the organization. You guys look great out there. Just they're 2-0. You know, right now they're undefeated. They're 2-0. It's still early in the season, but they're doing a great job. They have, Cologne, they have Selig, they have some talent, and their O-line is huge. And the quarterbacks, they have the two quarterback play, 16 and 9, I think it is. And
Is it
9
9 or
was
is it
like
3?
Was it 3?
I think the Bulldogs quarterback is 3. The running one, the kid who runs. I think it's 3.
Could be. Okay,
Is it-
I thought it
I
was
don't know. It's
9,
good.
but maybe it could be both.
Could my eyes, because those jerseys are reflective. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to whoever that the quarterback is. Sorry, my guy, but you were right. He was running though. He stepped up in the pocket. Nothing was there. He was off.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, I haven't been checking the comments, but they're telling us to that you had to play the piano, or they're leaving Scott Pagington,
Bro.
and Tyler Hersey seconds
No.
that.
No. You're no. I'm not John Legend. I might be Jean, but not Jean Legend.
John Legend. You're Jean Legend. Oh man, that's funny. So that's So that's the Bulldogs.
That's a
said we already
surprise game though.
Yeah, that definitely.
That's a surprise game for me. When I was watching that, I was like, okay.
Well, you also got to look at
Well-
this. The Chargers have played their first 2 games. They're trying to pull things together. They played the two
Tough
top
teams.
teams in the league, like Warhawks, Ducks. The Warhawks defense could be the best right now. The well, technically the Falcons are because they only let up 0 points all year. But they play the Ducks, who score at will. I mean, the Ducks are just, their team is explosive, and
I don't want to say this, and this is gonna sound messed up. I shouldn't say it because my mom said if you have nothing to say, don't say it all. But the Ducks are almost kind of like, bro, like I know you're gonna score 20, 30 points. Like, no, let somebody play. But they are typical, like, hey, listen, you come to show up to play, I'm gonna put my foot on your throat and I'm just gonna keep going. I'm all gas, no break. You
Yep.
know what I mean? And that's how they play football. I love it. But they're just winning everything by a mile.
yeah.
So
Cool. So yeah, the Chargers, great job. Bulldogs, great job. I think the Bulldogs they're legit. They got a good, solid squad, and the way that
sure.
is going to be legit is from the other game that went down with the Bruins playing the
Mhm.
Ducks. The Bruins, they played the Ducks pretty good, pretty hard, and the Bulldogs kind of did a thing with the they did a great job against the Bruins. I think it was like 27-12 or something like that. And one scores towards the end of the game, a fumble, scoop and score. So, all gas, no brakes, as Alex says. But the talking about the Ducks, I think we should go into that. What do you think?
yeah, let's do it.
Cool. Let's once again, bear with me, guys, with my game. So this is the beginning of the game, or towards the beginning. The Bruins try to take a shot deep, and the Ducks pick it off. And that might be DeLance, by the way. I'm not 100% sure. It does say number 4.
Yeah, that was
So then Lou Gonzalez drops back. He rolls around
nope.
and boom,
Somebody else.
gives it away. Yep. So they get the ball
Yeah,
back,
does
still
the same thing.
0-0.
Ball.
Throws a deep ball to guess who?
Dutchy.
Dutchy made a play. He just
Light it up.
He lit it up this week. This catch was amazing. Just got sandwiched in there. And this kid's good too. Number 1, not 100% sure what his name is. So Alex, if you can let me know his name, that'd be great. Here's the Bruins, and don't know the number on this guy here, but he is fast. Look at that speed. Man, almost a house call there. And this is sad. They brought the ball right down, and on 4th down, they couldn't punch it in. So Lou gives the ball back. Another slant right there. I think it's the number 1. Comes down again and says, I'm going to take it myself. And look at this kid run. I mean, he's not like overly fast, but he's just,
Moves.
he can move.
got moves.
He's there.
He's got
So,
moves. He steps up in the pocket and finds a ball. Finds it. Look at that.
and that time he finds
Ah,
Dutchy. So
Yes.
Dutchy had definitely moved up the board on his that catch. Another great catch right there. That was amazing. But the Bruins, like I said, they're a really good team. They fly to the ball. right there, nice tackle for loss, and then Lou Gonzalez
Another
once again to Dutchy. I'm just mad he didn't score that Dutchy. Come on, there's a tush push.
Push,
There
push.
it is.
Love it.
Coming
Love
to
it.
the
Let's
ECFL.
go.
Look
Let's
at
go.
Alex all pumped up on that one. The line.
Vila would definitely be pumped up.
I love that. This kid is a
Ooh.
stud. This is Tajay. He has so much.
Ooh.
Tajay Montgomery, such an athlete. So, Lou Gonzalez once again another pick. Not once again. Didn't mean to sound like that, but throws another pick. And
That's the second one.
this was DeLance. When I said that Dutchy played great, DeLance did not. I'm gonna have to
Another
take him
one.
out of the King of the Spring, but. Another
Another
play, used the ref
Another
as a
pick.
block. I love that there. But the Bruins played this team
Oh.
tough. I think this is the beginning of it
This
again,
is
isn't
area
it?
attack, yeah,
So
back
I'm
to
going to go
start.
back to.
That was an aerial game, man.
Yeah.
Aerial game.
I want to shout out TB860 for those of you who are watching. Go follow him. He did a film. Does a lot of our films in the ECFL. Did a great job. I stole his highlights because I honestly had the busiest week this week that I had no time to do a lot of this stuff, and goes to show why I was a half hour late on today. So
Yeah, no.
Um,
but the guys who are there doing the film,
Yeah.
honestly, like you guys are heroes, man. Because at the end of the day, I could never show up and do some of the things, and I go on and watch. You know what I mean? What they're doing. The camera work is pretty good, and they do a great job, obviously, for the ECFL. And I think even the teams thank them for that stuff because film is everything. You go to
Yeah.
watch. I go back and watch games on ECFL.com. That's where I catch up on most of it. I'll be at work. I'm down. I don't have nothing to do for an hour. Pop on, and I'm watching games. So that's good. But listen, the Ducks can throw the ball around, but the Dogs were like Bruins. I'm sorry, the Bruins were like, no, we're gonna get some picks, man. We're gonna take them back. But again, athletes are athletes. You know what I mean? You got a Dutchy at receiver, and I'm gonna say this, and everybody's gonna rash me in the comments, but his name is Dutchy, and he lit it up. Everybody, if you have 2 brain cells, you can put that together and get that. So from now on, Dutchy lights it up.
feels like preaches like Dale from Step Brothers in his beat laboratory. Come on. Dutchy
Yo,
is.
Did you touch my drum set? Did you touch my drum set?
I was watching Cops.
Somebody touch my drum set. My sticks are moved. Actually, I wish I could because I have a bunch of stuff there, but sticks are.
So, I grab my. I get a drum set too, but it's not for me. It's my son's. So and it's
Oh,
right next to my
boy.
desk. So
Hilarious.
and he has light up drumsticks. So you only play if the lights are out. He won't play the light up drumsticks. Unless the
Yo,
lights
no,
are
there's
out.
ones now that you can play air drums with the sticks. It's
Really
weird.
Ah,
Yeah.
nice.
Not for me.
Well, anyways, let's get back to the Ducks and Bruins. I will say this: watching that game, Bruins are really good. They're going to have a
They're
good
a good team.
squad, and they played 2 tough games. By the way, number 1 is Kevin Gonzalez, who
Okay.
was the one that caught that ball in the end. So he's a good player.
The O line for the Bruins, absolute hogs.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, can I recruit them? I don't even have a team. Let me recruit them to come play. I don't even know I'm going to recruit them. Like, if y'all, I'm telling you, you're on Connecticut. I don't know if you're probably on another team, but there's some big dudes, man. There's some big dudes. But you know what? The one thing I think the Ducks are having success is they rotate that D line.
mm-hmm.
That D line is always fresh. I was watching the game. I saw guys are coming in, guys are coming out, and I'm like, hey, listen, you get pressure, and that's where it starts. The D line gets pressure, and everything comes after that. You know what I mean? So, I think the Ducks' success right now is rotating that D line and causing quarterbacks to make bad decisions or rush decisions, which then they take advantage of. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a success that the Ducks are riding that nobody's seeing. Sorry to call out your game, but that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, they yeah, the Ducks they have a lot of athletes, a lot of skill guys, a lot of big boys too. Like they've got everything. They could be a team that could go very far, if not win the championship this year. It's going to be very interesting to watch them because this was their first test, the Bruins, and they were good. It's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens with them when they start playing teams that have as much talent as them across the board and as much depth. Because I say about talent, you get teams like the Raiders that have a lot of talent, but they don't have a full depth of a squad
Yeah,
right
can't
now.
put it
So
together, yeah.
teams that get more it'll be good to see them against the Falcons. It'll be good to
Mhm.
see them against the Warhawks and the Cardinals, like though, and even the Bulldogs. Like those teams, it's going to be very interesting to watch what happens. And next week, I think the Ducks are playing the Bulldogs, so that's going to be a great game, and that's going to be in Rhode Island, down at Macomb Stadium. So that's going to probably be the
Saturday.
game of the week next week. So that is my guess there.
Are you going to be there?
Maybe. So
I
I
might
don't know
pull
if-
up.
don't know if you
What
know
happened?
about this, but this thing I have that you told me about, I can pull in all of our streams of all of our games, do like a red zone on here. That might be something I do in the future, maybe in the
Stop.
summertime. But
Stop.
yeah.
You barely can get us up and running right now, my guy. Took
I'm
you a
getting
half
there.
hour.
I'm getting there. All right.
What we're doing right now is I've never done in my life. We're running anyway, I'm not going to give our secrets away. Yo, so 7:30 is Ducks Bulldogs.
Yeah,
I might pull up.
might be
I'm
there
gonna see
too.
what the wife wants to do.
Do you want to do live commentary? The problem with that is they don't have.
There's nowhere to sit.
There's no
no-
electricity.
That's in Central Falls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to
So-
park in the parking lot across
Yep.
and then walk
No.
over to the stadium.
That parking lot is like, remember when we were there a couple of years ago, there was like another parking lot behind it. They blocked that
Yeah.
off. You can only park in like that small section. So there's like no parking there now well, there's parking, but just like you have to walk. So it's like, we get there early.
guys
We get
help
like
a
at
brother out.
6:30.
Hold on. That means I got to pay to go though.
What do you mean?
I got to pay to get in. I'm cheap.
I mean, maybe the commission can help you out.
I'll see what you can do.
I'll see if you're helping me. You're helping me.
Then
Film.
I'll pop up.
We'll see.
The girl,
yeah, I
the girl. I told the girl we're gonna go out, so you know how that goes.
Yeah,
But we'll see.
I tell my girl I'm going out. No, not we. I'm going out. Oh man.
Yeah,
she's
you
listen-
live with yours. You
Yeah, I
see yours
know.
every day.
Yeah.
That's why I won't call her name on this podcast. I see mine maybe like, bro, you know my girl lives in Randolph, Mass, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's like 40 minutes.
uh-huh.
You know what she says?
What's that?
We're in a long distance relationship. I was like, what?
Wow. All right. That sounds.
I was like, a 40-minute drive is long distance?
I mean, Freddie
Rough,
is
man.
pretty long.
Rough. It's 40-minute drive.
I know. I'm kidding.
It's crazy.
I
dog.
remember I always said a 30-minute. If I was dating somebody, 30 minutes like the perfect time. You're too far to be close, but you're close enough.
Just far enough where I miss you.
Yeah, exactly. So 30-minute drive is like the perfect time. Next time on our next episode, you guys will get a bunch of dating advice too. So
No. Listen,
No,
my,
he
my
says-
life,
by the way, we get it for free. Alex just posted it here, so we're good.
Avila, holla at your boy.
Yep.
Love you, baby.
So Chris O'Connell, we're not on Boxcast. I will talk to you offline what we're doing. So this is definitely not Boxcast though. It's much better. Yeah, if we're early enough, we can park in the street. Chris O'Connell says. So
Facts.
nice. Thank you guys. You guys are great. How old is
I'm
she?
pulling up
Preacher
late.
Man?
I'm coming from work.
What's that? Coming? Okay, first of all, you saying telling Frazier to come early is. You know
No,
that's not gonna. That's not
Don't
gonna
do me like
happen.
that. Don't do me like. I mean, it is true though. It is true. It is true. It is
Yeah.
true. It is true.
It's true.
It is true. It is true. I give you that. I give you that. But 7:30 on a Saturday though, I might pull up, see what's up. If it's
Mhm.
cold, I'm gonna tell you right now. Probably have me for a half. I might dap up a couple people and then be out.
Yeah, there you go. Cool. Anything? So, I would like to put together like a first team ECFL right now. Like, kind of, if I was doing it, what would you say for quarterback out of the teams you've seen after 3 weeks? Who would you say is like the top quarterbacks right now?
You have to ask that question.
I mean, I can talk. I can tell you mine first if you want.
You know, okay. I'm gonna tell you. I don't know. The thing is, I don't know names because you'll give me a roster. But hear me out. There are people who are on the Facebook, whatever, ECFL,
Mhm.
that their feelings are really hurt by our conversation. And I just want to tell you, these are opinions in life, young man. Okay. People are allowed to have these. So if you don't like something, it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's not great, but it's all right. With that being said, best quarterback, Warhawks. The Warhawks quarterback has to be. So far,
Bach
without
Elder.
question, Warhawks. Warhawks quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm not saying their cats are not close. Like if the Ducks QB didn't throw some picks, he's in there. He's a solid, like, 1-2 guy, but no mistakes so far, so good. 100%. I'll go Warhawks QB. He has made less mistakes, and his team has won everything.
100% agree with that. Oh, he's made less mistakes. And Louis, the thing is with Bach Elder and Louis, they both are really good quarterbacks, and I feel like with Bach, he is a. I have seen the Falcons QB, Chris, by the way, and I like him. And Donahue good, very good.
He limited. I mean, like, it's 2 games.
Yeah, 2 games. Let's see what happens. He
also,
really
he also knows I don't like him, so there's a little bit of bias on my opinion, my part with that situation.
He's got thick
no
skin.
hard
He
feelings.
Can take it.
Yeah, I hold grudges. I'm Jamaican. If you're Caribbean descent and you're watching this, I'm looking at you right now. You know we hold grudges. If you're Caribbean, you don't hold grudges, you're not.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about this in a few weeks.
Facts. I'm not mad.
Watching
I'm not mad.
I love it.
I'm not mad.
I love it. So Donahue's pretty good.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of good quarterbacks. I will say Forcier from the Chargers looked good.
Looked really good last week.
Yeah, he looked good last week. So I know that they're up and coming guys. I think it's Garcia, pretty good too for the Bruins. He just hasn't actually has to put more points on the board, being up in the top tier. So, I mean, right now I'm looking at the same as you. I think Bach is taking it right now.
100%.
And then each week, we'll put something together. I'll have like a first team, I'll have a second team, and kind of let people know. And this is nothing to do with just someone's opinion. So let's not get don't hate us if we tell you guys who's who. But
again, this is my opinion. I'm entitled to it. It can't be yours. You can have your own opinion. And I know as a player, and a former player, I have my own opinion of my own self. You know what I mean? It may be inflated from what other people think, but nevertheless, it's still my opinion.
Yep. I'm going to go with my King of the Spring breakdown. I don't have any fancy graphics because really I've been very busy. This is the time of year for me where I'm just super busy right now. And but King of the Spring, for me, I'm going to go with number 4 is going to be Garcia. He stays in the number 4 just because he had a bye week. He's a force out there.
Yeah.
Number 3 is Cologne, dropped down to number 3. Antonio Cologne just didn't have a game, I think he has the ability to step up. I think the kid's amazing. I think he's going to be an amazing player. Number 2, I'm going with Isaiah Bach-Elder. Didn't have a game this week, but he's 2-0. He's played great. Really good player. And then number 1, I got to go with Dutchy. I mean, he was away last week. He decided to play flag instead of real football, but you just can't deny his ability. He played quarterback because the guy wasn't there. Louis wasn't there. Played quarterback, had an amazing game, ran the ball all over the place. Then his first game playing receiver, he just puts up like 200 yards and a touchdown. Like this, it's insane. The numbers this kid puts up. He's quick, athletic, and he's young. He's like 23, 24 years old, and it's like he's very, very talented. So
he's 24.
24. So it's gonna be interesting to watch what Cologne, what they do. I still think someone like Tajay Montgomery can step up, and once he starts, getting more work, he's only played 2 games. I think there's a lot of players on here that could be good. Like even the running backs, Nick Selig, he looked really good for the Bulldogs. Lou Gonzalez looks really good. Even Kevin Gonzalez, number 1. Like there's a lot of talented guys that are out there right now. And then you got to see what Donahue can do. I mean, Donahue is a 2-time MVP, and I saw him against the Cardinals. Unfortunately, I couldn't see any film against the Raiders, but I'd love to see if I could see that. I'd love to see what he did and how he can do. Another person that's creeping up and everybody keeps an eye on is Maz Washington, number 2 for the Falcons. He's another guy who
Nice.
plays like he's
Dumb
just
nice.
an athlete. So
Yeah, absolute athletes.
it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I know the Falcons, they are itching to just keep playing some games and show everybody what they can do.
So, I mean, here's where I'm going to, and I hate that I'm going to say this. And I really don't hate you, bro. I don't really hate you, man. And the quarterback for the Falcons, I don't really hate you, bro. I'm just joking. But I'm going to put you, I'm going to move Cologne to number 4. Cologne,
Okay.
again, he's a game changer, baller, but he didn't have the game he wanted to. So I'll put him at 4. I'll put the Falcons QB at 3. Barkelder. Again, you didn't play, but we can't really move you around. But you're right. No, Dutchy had, for me, like, guy who just stood out and you can just go get a ball, you know what I mean, and see it in there and attack the ball. See, the thing about receiver is that I love to watch receiver sees the ball and goes and gets it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When the ball's in there just waiting for it to come to them, like, nah. Dutchy attacks the ball. And that is what you want in a great receiver. I'm telling you right now, if I have a team and he's available, I'm taking him all day. And you could just
100%.
throw the ball up to him, he'd go get it. The kid's stupid fast.
Amazing. 100%.
You know what I mean? I'm not, for all you people out there who have a problem with me saying this, I'm not riding him. The kid is a good receiver. If you want any evidence, when you play against him, you'll find out. And then you can tell me I'm right. So all the little comments that are going to happen, it's like, oh, he's just riding him. He's riding him because no. Watch him play and then come talk to him. I've seen him, both sides,
He's a ball.
with and against. So Dutchy, shout out to you, my guy. Respect.
Dutchy Moss, the dude, almost got almost a foot bigger than him this weekend. It was an awesome catch. It was awesome.
Bro, come on, man.
So Dutchy, you're number 1 as well.
Yeah, Dutchy's number 1 for sure.
Would you put
Gotta kill this.
where's Bach? Number 2?
2.
Okay. Yeah,
And then I
you
put the
had
QB from the Falcons 3, Cologne 4.
3, and then Clone 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think I'm chalking up. The Clone had a bad week. That's what I'm chalking up to there.
Hey, if I'm him, I'm telling Coach, I need to touch the ball at least 6 to 7 plays per drive, without question.
Satchel. Hold on, I got to get this right. Think Satchel without a B. Batchelder. Is it not
Good
Bach?
job
I mean,
pronouncing
Bach. Where's the T
You know
come
what?
from? I mean, that's
We got to get him to say his name right.
I know.
then
Bat.
we'll
It's
be all right.
Batchelder. All right. I thought it's Batch. Bachelder. Batch. So I can call him Batchelder. That's it. There we go. Let me know if I got that, Isaiah. Batchelder. We'll work on that.
Kid, I'm sorry.
Satchel, Batchel, but there's no. See, if Satchel was spelled SACH, then yeah, I would say that
John,
makes sense.
your level of phonetics is terrible.
But
Just let the
anyways,
man say his name and we'll be all right. We're going to call him into the show and then he's going to say his name. And from then on, we can't mess it up.
I know, right? He says week 1 interview. I know. I just
Oh, yeah.
marvel at it. He said perfect. All right, Batchelder. We'll say that from now on. Batchelder, not Bach. I keep thinking like the
Yeah,
Bach.
this is you and your New England accent. You people in New England do not pronounce words. When I came when I came from Jamaica, right? When I came from Jamaica and I came to New England, actually I came to Daytona Beach, and then they're like, oh yeah, my dad says he's going to Toronto. I was like, oh cool, yeah, Toronto. I went to school in Buffalo. Nobody says Toronto. Nobody. It's Toronto. I was like,
Toronto?
there's no TR on. There's no running. Worcester is Worcester. You weird England people. Leominster is Leominster.
Leominster.
That's exactly how it's pronounced. You have to pronounce the syllables. You people in New England, man, are different. I know. I'm hearing it in the comments. I can just see it right now.
Yeah. So, anyways, tell Bachelda, tell your family I apologize so much for them. I can't speak English.
Nope.
No, I don't know words. So I parked my car there as well. So, yeah, sorry about that. And Tinky, don't know what Tinky means, Dutchy. I hope that's not a bad word I'm saying out there. Dutchy says Tinky. I don't know what that means. Maybe thank you. I don't know. 3 is tree. Stop it, preacher. 3 is tree. Replace me with our running
Tree.
backs. Donahue once again. I love. Can I just say something like Batchelder and Donahue? I love the fact that they're just team guys and they're what leaders need to be. Dave Donahue just says replace me with our running backs. We average over 9 yards a carry through 2 games and ran 3 scores this week. And offense hasn't had a turnover this season at all. Like that's awesome. Frazier, say Leicester.
What?
Leicester.
What's Leicester?
Yeah, exactly. It's like Worcester, except so it's Leicester.
Let me write that down. Leice. That's not a word.
Ter. It's a town.
That's not. You can't
Hey,
break that up in syllables.
How about this word? Say write this down. SCITUATE.
Yeah. UAT. C to 8. C to 8.
Situate.
Oh, Situate.
Oh man.
Oh, see, you weird people. Get out of here, bro.
Oh man.
Situate.
I need some more chicken. Need some more jerk chicken. You gotta,
Yo,
make some.
I made jerk chicken the other day.
Uh-huh.
Somebody was like, "Bro, you need to make this into a restaurant." I was like, "Pause." It took me like 6 hours to do, so I'm not doing that.
Oh, I see. So, sort of like the missing invitation for my wedding. Same thing. Missing invitation for that with the jerk
Bro.
chicken.
Bro, don't even talk to me about that. Did you tell them the story of how that happened?
Huh? No.
Does everybody know? All right.
Yeah, I think we talked about it before.
We'll leave this for another day.
Yeah, we'll leave it
For our relationship, next week, we're talking about relationships.
relationship.
We'll use it for next week.
Well, I will
I'm
tell
still salty about that.
you, next week is going to be a jam-packed show, by the way. We have 4 games going on.
Yes.
It's going to be exciting. So I'm excited for next week. I just think the ECFL is really, getting good right now. So my opinion, game of the week is definitely the Ducks and Bulldogs. 2 undefeated teams. You got the Falcons and Chargers. If the Chargers bring what they brought against the Bulldogs, that's not going to be an easy game. It's going to be a very close one, I bet. And
Wait, isn't the Chargers in CT next week?
Chargers in CT, yeah, playing the Falcons.
They went to CT twice?
Who, the Chargers?
No. The Bruins came to them.
The
Bulldogs came to them.
The Bruins are playing the Cardinals in West Roxbury, which is another game. So I might actually hit the West Roxbury game and then fly down.
Wait, hold on. Unless something is wrong, I have the Raiders and the Cardinals in West Roxbury.
Yep, I just said that.
Right.
When the host isn't listening.
And then the Tri-State Bruins.
Yep.
And Warhawks in the middle of nowhere in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
I bet.
All right, I just got film. I'm gonna watch. I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. See what happens. So I'm probably gonna hit the Cardinals game and then shoot down to Central Falls and catch a Ducks game. So
I'll be there.
that's gonna be a fun weekend. The Seacoast Warhawks are playing the Bruins. That's gonna be a very, very good game. Louis says he's cleaning his stuff up, meaning he's gonna clean the interceptions. He's gonna pick it up and jump on the dog of the week eventually.
I would love to go to this this sports hub, New England Sports Hub.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Is it Manchester? Where is it?
Somewhere like there, yeah. Somewhere in Manchester.
I'd love to go there. Very interesting to see.
Yeah. Yep. Should be interesting.
I want to see the Warhawk defense because there's people who talk a lot about it. So I just want to see live in person.
Dutchy says Facchetti hitting the blunt. not right now. Love it. So
light it up, spark it up, my boy.
Botchelder says Dome Life. Hopefully I said that right.
That can go a lot of ways.
It's in Summersworth.
Don't say that because Dome Life can go
I
very.
lost you.
Me or you? You lost you. Y'all, John and technology is just it's just rough. It's just rough. This man took an hour just to get you going. Let's see how long it takes. I wish I had a timer I can put on here just to see how long it's gonna take to come back. First thing he's gonna say, do you hear me? Do you hear me? Do I got you? Terrible. Wait, hold on. I'm carrying the stream right now. All right, so since I'm carrying the stream and John's gone. Listen, for everybody out there, I love to read the comments of what y'all think. And I'm literally sitting here just like, should I respond? But I'm not. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up to people's games and just see if everything that is matched is being done or said is being matched on the field. You know what I mean? Because I see a lot of comments. A couple people asked who I was. Google me. Yeah, Google me. I don't even know if there's any video on me anymore. There might be. There might be some video on me. There definitely might be some somewhere. I'm not sure. But yeah, Google me. Back in the day, I was a man. Now, I'm old. I'm like almost 40. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna pull up that this game with Ducks. I want to see if there's gonna look what it is. Told you.
I think I'm back. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I
heard everything you're saying, man. Come on. All right. So my battery died, obviously.
Oh my god.
I'm awful with technology, but
yeah, these are facts.
You can hear me though, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sorry about that, guys. This is amateur hour, but I gotta get a new camera, so I'm actually
holding
holding
your phone.
My phone died.
That's
why I switched over, and it died. I was like, damn it. Well, yeah, I was on. It's been busy. It's been a busy week for me. So.
Yeah, you look like it.
That's it. Yeah.
Yo, do you think there's any upsets?
Do I think there's any upsets? Well, it depends on what you want to call an upset. Are you going to call the are you going to call like the Bulldogs beating the Ducks an upset?
I mean, to me, I think that would be an upset. To me, that would. What are you doing?
I'm trying to not be so close to me. I don't know why it's so close.
That would be an upset.
So
that would be an upset for sure.
I mean, I'm not calling that, but it could be something that happens. I might just shut my thing off, my camera off. Yeah, here we go. We'll do that. No camera. You can hear me still, right?
Yeah, but the reaction is everything.
Other than that, I don't.
My looks are carrying the whole podcast now.
You're carrying everything. I mean, I can't do this without you. So.
I mean, I have broad shoulders, so yeah, I guess you can.
Your back hurt from carrying me?
All that time. Bro, what are you doing?
I don't know why. So I'm trying to. Whatever. Well, anyways, we should get going. We should end this thing. I think this is about time.
Why are you gonna end it? I think we're having a great time. I'm having a great time.
I'm having a blast. I just don't know how this thing's gonna last for.
What kind of camera is it?
I bought. So this guy Frazier tells me I should buy a webcam because I was using my phone to do all this stuff, and I was like, "Oh, it's a great idea." Oh, I have a better idea actually. But he was like, "Yeah, great idea." So I was looking for webcams. And I'm like, "Oh, all these webcams, like, just they're expensive." And I see it's like 8K camera for the same amount of money as a webcam. So I was like, "I'm gonna buy this 8K camera because I know 4K is good, so 8K is gonna be better, right?" And I bought the 8K camera thinking I could use it as a webcam because when you think you turn the camera on, it should stay on the whole time instead of shut off every like 2 minutes. So anyway, that being said, I bought the camera instead of a webcam, and now we're doing this. So next week I'll have a webcam.
You got a Temu camera.
No, it's a Vivitar, I guess. I was at Best Buy. I bought a Vivitar camera.
You got a Temu camera, my God.
Did not get a Temu camera. I'm actually going to switch to my iPad, I think, because this thing sucks holding.
This man went to Temu and got a camera, bro.
So I'm gonna go back. Fraser, you're gonna be alone for like 30 seconds, and I'm just gonna make a quick switch. And I'll
I
be.
should turn around and play a keyboard now. See,
You should
everybody be
actually.
like,
You need to. Paddington said you have to play it. So
"Yo, Paddington, I'm not good at it, man. I know like 6 songs and that's it.
I'm
I
gonna
have
flip
no
over.
chord.
Keep talking.
And I
Hold
gotta
on.
turn it off. It's like way down there. But John, I feel bad, man. Every time you come on here, it's like a problem with you. But anyways, I don't want to call it an upset, but I think the Ducks game is going to be a closer game. But I'm interested to see how the Cardinals do. Against the Raiders, Warhawks, and Bruins is going to be a game because the Bruins have a ton of athletes, especially how they played the Ducks last week. I think they're definitely going to show up. What's going to happen, I think, is the defense from the Warhawks is going to be tested this week. And if the quarterback can play good, then it's going to be. Hold on.
So you're telling me that the Bruins are gonna win?
Pause. I never said that. I said it's
Okay,
going to be a close game.
gotcha.
I never said that. It's going to be a closer game than we think. Because look how they played the Ducks. They played the Ducks pretty good last week.
Hey,
If the
I was
quarterback
just-
made a better decision, it'd be good.
I wanted you to give me like, yes, the Bruins are gonna win. Listen,
I can't make that call.
They got some talent. They have some good receivers, good running back.
I agree. The line is sick.
The line's awesome. I think the quarterback he's good. Then I saw them put in like this really big running back. He looked like a lineman playing running back. Not
Yeah.
sure who it was exactly. Not running back, quarterback. And he could throw the ball. He reminds me of like basically a little bit bigger than James, Jimmy Y. It was like him at
Jesus
quarterback. It's like a guy that should be playing quarterback,
Jesus
playing
God.
quarterback. Jared
Sebastian
Lorenzen.
Jenner. No. What's the guy from Jared Lorenzen? Jared Lorenzen.
Did he pass away? I think he died.
Yeah, R.I.P. to him. Yeah, he died.
Ugh, sorry, man.
But nah, bro, I can't go against the Warhawks. I'll be honest with you. I just that would be not smart football commentary to do. That was not smart. And I try to be a smart man. I
Not
tried.
Smart.
I don't think I'm great, but now, I'm just interested to see what goes on. My dark horse right now, Cardinals. If they can go on a run, everything changes. Everything changes if they go on a run. You know what I mean? So I'm willing to see if that starts. But if the wheels fall off, come off almost like a three-peat or whatever, then that would be disappointing.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if the wheels are going to come off on. I mean, I should get Menace on here. We should start bringing players. What do you think?
I'm hip.
For like
Let's do
10,
it.
15-minute interview.
Tell 'em to get Zoom.
I actually reached out to Alex today. So Buddha.
Who, Avila?
Yeah,
Or
Villa,
Villa,
yeah.
whatever?
Yeah. I asked if he wanted to see if he was available, but I think he was probably practicing.
The only thing I asked is on our show.
What's that?
And so I know somebody's gonna come for me with this. I would rather not have, because I think it's a kid-friendly show, I would say, or gentlemen.
Yes, kid friendly. Yeah.
There is no consuming of herbal essences while on the pod.
That's a
Everybody
very
knows
good
what I'm
way to
talking
put
about.
it. Yes.
No, I'm not trying to throw shade, not throwing any, you know what I mean? None of that at all. No strays. But
Yep.
yeah.
That's a call. I'm just trying to read all this high. See, Louis wants to come on live. That would actually be a good one. I think we should get
Louis who?
Botchelder and Louis, the
Yeah.
quarterback for the Ducks, both on.
Bet.
That would be. I think that would be a good show.
All right, let's do it.
Louis, you got that?
And then he can say his name correctly, and you won't get it wrong.
Batchelder. I think I got it now. Batchelder. So Louis, I was with it too. Cool. Yeah. So I just love the fact that we can. So I can actually take comments, Frazier, and we can. Oh, you know this because you told me about this. I take comments. I can pop it up on our
Yeah.
live feed so people could see.
Okay,
it.
just
Chat with those comments.
get through the podcast, man, and do the cool stuff later, bro.
Hey, this is we're getting there. We're gonna be.
Let's get
I
through the
think
podcast.
visually. Do you guys think it visually looks better? Than what we're doing.
One thing I know for sure, it sounds better. I'm
Yeah.
delayed listening to myself, but the audio is better and video is better, for sure, without question. And if those things are better, you can roll with pretty much anything else.
Beautiful.
All the cute stuff, but the basics are good.
Cool. Yeah, I'm trying to work with some cute stuff around here too, and I've got the I got the circle. I need a webcam.
No,
I
I'm
can get
telling
the
you,
webcam.
that's the sick thing about this. Like, you can use anything that has video camera, throw it in, and it works.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's what's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm just glad we got the audio situation taken care of because to start this thing was tough.
Well, we know how to do it now. We can cheat the system.
Yeah.
But
So-
the first two that we did were
Thanks,
terrible.
Angelo. Yeah.
I listened to the audio. I was like, please take this down. Please take these down. The most annoying thing for me is like, because I wasn't a sound engineer. I wasn't. I was just a guy who did audio. I knew what to do in church. Hearing bad audio, it's like nails on a chalkboard, bro. Just rough for me.
Yeah.
I'll be like listening to people and the audio is bad. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
I'll
The
I'll
next
bring
step
back,
is
I'll bring
Huh?
back graphics next week. Batch
No.
Elder tells me to do
No,
that.
don't do that.
Chris was like, "This guy Zoom was the way." I used to think Zoom was the way back in the day, but but we still use Zoom. It's still not gone all the way. We're still using it.
still there. Still there in the
there.
background.
Yeah, we're gonna. I feel like this has potential that we can, with this new system we have, with this yellow thing following me. I gotta switch that to like
It's not
video.
a tracker, my guy. Leave it
There
on.
you go. There we go. And I feel like we're on our way of once my stuff's charged and we're good. This could be a very good podcast. It'll not only sound great, we'll have visuals looking. We'll add more graphics to it, and a lot of it takes time. And I'm trying to learn this new system that we have. So once we get rolling with it, it's going to be. Chris O'Connell goes zoom his ass. So, but once we get
Amen.
it going, it's going to be. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I actually have a system which we're going to roll out next week on the power rankings of each team in the Northeast. So I have the Big East Football League, and I have the NEAFL, and it's putting all the teams in a ranking system, and gives you true, actual rankings, non-biased rankings for the Northeast spring football. So
that's already out. The
No.
big commissioner put that out.
who's the big commissioner? I'm the big
Jim.
commissioner. What are you talking about?
So
No.
what's Jim?
Jim posted that was a Big East, but that's just opinions. That's not actual numbers and facts. You need to have a composite of games, at least 3 games going.
Yeah.
So now that every league's gonna have at least 3 games after next week, it'll be able to formulate better. Because right now it's like, the Cardinals will be like one of the last teams in all of Northeast, and the Ducks are number 1 right now because of the points. But the biggest thing goes like lack of or not lack of, but strength of schedule and opponent strength of schedules. That's all plays a factor in it. So it's
Okay.
pretty good. We're not using OBS, Chris. So I'm using something
Shout out
better.
to OBS, Chris. Shout out to OBS. This is the guy who goes against OBS.
Yeah.
OBS is free. This is not. This is a little more better than OBS. But yes, OBS is very good. Great for streaming. If you want to stream video games, OBS is good. It's free. Shout out. Good job.
So good. Ducks what? Justin Choice Ducks what? Ducks right now at number 1 if you put everything together. But that's what it comes down to. Don't know what Rocket Fish is, but no, I don't have Rocket Fish coming.
Oh
from the
yes,
Ducks.
Rocket Fit. That's a Best Buy cables.
Was it Best Buy?
Rocket Fish is Best Buy cables.
Gotcha. Oh man. So
Good
stuff.
You can tell I
So-
worked at Best Buy. Sad.
yeah, Best Buy. Yeah, Frazier actually rode my bike to Best Buy and lost it. So
Facts. No, it was Lowe's. It was Lowe's. It was Lowe's.
I think it was Best Buy.
No, it was Lowe's.
Was it Lowe's? I don't know.
Yeah.
Those fun days. What, you like 20 of the day? 19, 20?
Bro, those are crazy days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like 2021.
Yeah. I know no one scored on the Falcons batch. We've already talked about that. So You better not be coverage fish. Justin Choice is up there for defensive defensive first team on my radar right now. So Dutchy, he can be and he can lay the wood too. So he can hit. He's a heck of a player. I know Dutchy's talking about Justin on the. I don't know if you see that. Do you see it? Yeah.
He played for the Shamrocks, right?
He played for the Bandits.
I think he played for Shamrocks last year.
He's played for a bunch of different teams, but I don't know. I don't think he's with them. Maybe he did.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I was at Shamrocks. I remember he talked mad trash.
Well, yeah, for Batch, he'll be on the first team for defense. Did I say second? If it was, I apologize, but he'll be going first team. He's part of my first team defense.
We're gonna roll that out next week.
Yeah, we'll roll that out once we get more stuff going. Let's get you set up with OBS and Go XLR. We can get you right. Now, hey Chris, I'll hit you up offline.
Chris, I appreciate it. This is better. I've tried OBS.
This is better stuff.
John just has to get used to this and actually do the things he needs to do. Stop being lazy.
But I don't sleep. Look at the bags under my eyes from not sleeping. I've been so busy these last 2 weeks.
True,
I really have not slept. And I'm looking at myself I'm like, holy crap, I need to go to bed. So it's been it's been really GSD. He had GAD. Yeah, he played for GSD as well. Justin Choice. So he's playing for the Warhawks. He's I think number 11 for the Warhawks, if I can remember correctly on the sheet. But yeah, he's listening to us. So I'm like feeding his ego right now. But he's all right. He's a good player.
No, for sure. I agree.
Not as good as me when I played, but
Jesus Christ. I think he can backpedal as fast as you can run forward.
No, back in the day though, come on. I mean, before I gained 50 pounds, no.
There's a reason you stopped being a player and started being an owner.
First I started coaching. To stop being a player, I started coaching.
Okay, you're right.
And that was because I found out that I'm a better coach than the player. That's what it comes down to. So
generally, that's most people when they know it's not for them anymore.
When they can't, they coach.
Facts. I'm about to be on that train.
Although I will say this, I don't know if you were at that game up against GSD when I went in and played 3 years ago, and I
oh god,
for all the guys listening, it was my first time playing in probably 15 years. I think it was. I went in at nose guard because that nose guard got hurt. And
how much pain were you in?
It hurt for 2 weeks. I was like, no, I can't do this because I actually thought I was like, oh, I can do this, and then I'm like, God, I can't. This is pain. I do think that now I wonder why Frank Gaudette never practiced. I would have done the same thing. And
I was watching. We played GSD, and Frank was punting.
Yeah,
got annihilated.
And I was like, I remember that.
Ooh. His wife was like, "It's time to give it up. It's time to give it up."
I love.
Shout out to Frank's wife though. She's a writer. She was gone for a while.
Yeah,
then she told him, "You got to give the scrap up."
And we just playing the game. I'm not gonna. I missed it, and I still miss it, and I want to suit up and play again. And
don't.
I know. But yeah, Angela, you put me at nose. Stopped the 2-point conversion. Made him fumble too, Chris. I think it was Cruz. I think it was that I. So I forced a fumble, had a sack, had a tackle for loss.
Oh God.
Yep. Everybody's
like, and we're moving on.
You should play. And then I couldn't move for 2 weeks after that. So that was that. Frank's retired and unretired 13 times, Sean Blanchard says. So
facts.
That is facts. And I feel like a lot of people have done that, just retired and came back. So
yeah, I'm honestly, I think I'm on the verge of doing it, bro. I was watching Luke Kuechly on a podcast, and he was just when you line up and you think about it, and you're like, I don't know if I really want to do this anymore. It's time. I'm not there yet, but I'm like real close, real close.
And I'm telling you, it's something that I took last year off, and I was still involved. I was still watching. I was still rooting on all the guys, and I was rooting for you guys. I was rooting for the Bandits. I was rooting for Cobras, like all the guys, like even the in the Bombers, like I just wanted all the guys, the Oilers as well, with all like most of our team went, kind of dispersed to all those different teams, and I was just like, I just wanted us all the guys that we had coached in the past to like just do well. It was great. So
Not to belabor the point because we're on the ECFL podcast and we're former like Hurricanes, and a lot of people are like, we hate hearing about the Hurricane days because all you talk about. But for me personally, even though I was on another team, I was watching everybody else's games. Like, how are they doing? What are they doing? How are they playing? You know what I mean? Like, I cared about those. To this day, like, you know what I mean? Those guys are closest to my JUCO team. Everybody on the Hurricane we playing with, like family, no
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Absolutely 100% family. I mean, that's something you created, though. You know what I mean? We created, or you really did it. I just kind of helped, and everybody else kind of joined and put their piece to it. But we were literally family, and we care about each other to this day. You know what I mean? When we lost two of our own, everybody came together. You know what I mean? I remember when my dad passed away, you're like, bro, I can't come to the funeral. And then you show up for like what, 40 minutes and then dip. It was like, I got to go to work. You know what I mean? Those kind of things you don't really see in semi-pro. Every man's for themselves, but that Hurricane squad for 10 years, family, every single person. Now, all of you not coming to my wedding, but still family though. Still love y'all.
still family, love it, and like that's what it's all about. And you hear it all the time. You hear people say it too. It's like, oh, we're family, but it's like I really felt like we truly were, and that's what keeps games together and teams together, and just it's just good to have like that. That's why we do it. We do it for that atmosphere. Like I tell people all the time, we didn't win. Like there's years at the Hurricanes we had a uphill climb a lot, and it's more. I've said this to people. It's more of the journey and having friends. And I know like so many of the best friends from our teams, like our players, are all best friends. Like you see them, they're all together. They're all chatting. And it's like whenever I see guys and like say if I go to a game and there's 5 Hurricanes players there, they're all together chatting. And it's like that's awesome. And like till this day, like I said, I've known you, I played with you in 2004, 2005, and it's like James Etanis, talk to him like we just build that bond and we just talk like Crafty. We talked to Crafty. We all lived together, Jesus, for like a year or two. Like that bond you build.
There's kids who were born when we were playing.
Yep.
Born.
So it's
legendary pool parties. Just everybody know though, John was not like the person you see now. John had a pool at his house, and we would come back to the pool at his crib, and this was like, I'll say like 08. No.
No, it was like 06, 7, 5,
6, 7.
Yeah, 5, 6 probably. Yeah. When'd you go to Erie? 7?
I went to Erie in 08.
08? Yeah, so probably it's 5,
6.
Yeah.
Legendary. Those pool parties were legendary. I remember I came up one day, the pool was green. You're like, yo, give me 15 minutes. Pool was clean after that. I was like, let's go.
I don't know if I said that, but anyways, it sounds like something I would say if I was drunk, but
yeah. Good times, man.
Or if I had girls over.
I never said that. Shout out to Stage 5. Respect. I'm not.
I said this is before Stage 5 era. She doesn't know. So, but yeah, it was good. Imagine getting juked by Mark Real not once but twice as a Cowboy. Ooh, Chris, taking it deep. Talk about the Cowboys and Mark Real scored on the read option.
He had a mean. When I tell you something, his QB fake was mean.
Yeah,
it was crazy, man. He did something nasty in Maine one time. He just like hit it. I was juked out. I was like, wait, where's the ball? Out. Touchdown. Crazy.
Yeah.
Good times.
Sean goes, J Diddy pool parties must have been crazy.
Yo.
They were crazy. Mind you, Sean, I was like I said, 50, 60 pounds lighter. So
let me tell you something, bro.
I had a lot of girls over there.
Those were different times. Those were different times, man. That's when white tees were in. You have to get a tall tee. That was how deep we were. Yo.
Oh
After
God,
games,
yeah.
we show up, music in the backyard. How come no cops were called? That's what I want to
Because
know.
my neighbor was a cop,
Ah,
and
makes
I,
sense.
yeah, I tend to. The
Makes
guy that lived
sense.
behind us, like where the
Yeah,
pool was, Craig
yeah.
behind us, he's a cop,
Oh,
and
because
obviously
we
because
were at late nights,
yes,
late
and
1, 2 in the morning.
he was like because he worked nights too, and his wife didn't care, so
Oh my god.
it was we had we had some crazy fun. I think the cops only came once, so that's when like I think we had like 100. Now, mind you, we live on a main. It was like a main street. We had like 150 people in this house. It was insane. That was like a Memorial Day or Labor Day party. My
That's
other neighbor was like, "Have all the cars parked in our yard. You're fine." So it was like, it was crazy. It was fun. I remember when Stage Five, when my wife, um, she had cards. Remember that I had like poker at my house on like a Wednesday night or something, and she didn't believe me when I met her. So she was like, "There's no way you have poker. What's going on
chat.
with this?"
Chat. Let me tell you something. Everybody, look at me. I'm looking you directly right now.
Uh huh. Yeah.
I lived upstairs because I was 19. I know what I was doing. I come downstairs. Now, I don't play cards. I don't like to gamble. I'm a man that keeps my money to himself. I come downstairs. I walk in. Imagine coming downstairs and you go in the door and you're right into John's like living room. There is a woman who has cooked food and is cleaning up behind him. Like when I say cleaning up, I mean like making sure everything's done. John and his friends are just playing cards, drinking. She brings out beers and bring to him. I looked and I was like, bruh, who's that? I had never seen it before. That was when Wedding Crashers was out. And I was like,
Yes.
bro, that's a stage 5 clinger. If you don't let her go, she's gonna stay around. I went away to college like 2 years later. I come back. He's like, hey, I started a team. It's called the Gladiators. I was like, oh yeah, like I'll come play for you. I was like, is that the girl that? He was like, yeah, we're married. I was like, bro, you didn't even invite me,
You you weren't even in the States. Like you were like
buddy. Where? Shout out to Nick Tam, my dude. Nick Tam got married. I was at his wedding. I left college and came to Nick Tam's wedding. And you, nah, I'm done.
if there was one regret I have, it probably would be
Hurt my
that I
feelings.
didn't invite you.
To
The
this
reason
day,
being was
hurt my feelings.
I was no excuses, but it was a small wedding. We had like 100
Okay.
people I think there.
100 people is a small wedding. 100 people is a small wedding,
50, 100, yeah, I don't know.
bro. That's a lot of heads.
100 people?
Yeah, that's a big wedding.
Oh, I don't know. I guess it
That's
is.
crazy. Nah, that's a lot of heads to me, my guy. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That
Well,
is a
for
lot
me,
of
I
heads.
couldn't invite everybody I wanted to, unfortunately, because I'm just
Yeah.
that cool and popular. I guess I had over 100 friends.
So I think we're going back to football now. So
Back to football. Anyways, so couple things. Five funniest shit. I have no. I've lost what happened in what's going on with this live stream on the chats here, but I do like this chat. I think it's really cool to do that. So, yeah, I think we have a good season going. I think that it's anybody's season is 5 teams right now that can win this. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be very interesting to watch and see what happens and how it plays out. And then you have the Zenith Bowl as well. So there's gonna be 2 champions, and it's gonna be see how that works.
So
Dutchie
where's
says,
these bowls going to be?
what's that?
Where are the bowls going to be?
Where the bowl's gonna be?
Yeah.
For what?
Like the championship games. Are there specific places
the
they're going to be, or?
Bowls. I thought I said the bowls, like the bowl. I'm like, there's no bowls in the spring. Sorry, it's my Boston accent that was listening to.
Jesus, Lord have mercy.
That's a good question. I was thinking of maybe having like a neutral field. I know I
Yeah.
want to do that for the championship games in summer, where we might be getting actually a university in Connecticut to host it, which will have their locker
Bruh.
rooms. We'll have a stadium, like if
Connecticut.
in Connecticut. Well, that's the summer league. The summer
Okay.
one. The spring, I want to do something similar, and I want to
Yeah.
get a field that's going to be neutral. I think the neutral site would be good. But honestly, I've been so busy because I just put the schedule out, which isn't official, but I just put the first edition of the schedule up for the summer. Got the I've just had a very busy week this week, so there's a lot of stuff going on, and work wise and everything. It's just been I haven't had time to focus on bowl games yet, so that's something I have to think about. So very good question. I don't know the answer. I'm gonna have to figure that out and let you know.
I'm here to help you out.
Next week on the As a Football Spirals, find out where the ECFL championship game is going to be held. So
I still want to know who did the song.
I'll tell you. Just like we're not telling Chris this. I'll tell you for the song. So
okay,
I get a good friend of mine that goes to the studio and writes music and stuff.
Oh, no.
So yeah, he kind of looks like your house back there with the
I mean, I have everything to do a studio. I got everything. Except for my house is not it's not soundproof. So I got the whole thing. I got some keys, got drums, I got if you ever need like a PA system, I got you.
I got a PA system too. I used to use
the whole setup.
We used to use it the Gladiator days. Put it right up there, lay it out. So but
I was gonna buy a subwoofer. We had a subwoofer, but I don't use it anymore. But I can still get that.
We got a lot of stuff. Rather Vermont. Frazier, please keep hammering it home. Nobody wants to go to CT.
Who said that?
That's what Chris O'Connell said. So
facts. Thank you, sir.
Facts, he says.
I mean, I love CT. No disrespect to the CT teams. You know what I mean? You guys have tremendous athletes, tremendous organizations, but the drive, and I said that last week, to any C team at minimum is hour. Bro, you gotta charge your stuff. It is at minimum an hour.
I can't charge it on this anyways. It's been going. We've been doing this a pretty good amount of time anyways. So I do feel that Connecticut. So say there was a sponsor that is going to sponsor our.
Pause. That's different.
Then
that's different.
That's what I'm looking at potentially doing.
Money talks.
Exactly. But what I would do is if a team was more than a certain time away or a certain distance away, if we get the sponsor, they get the bus from the league. Like that'd be amazing.
A bus.
That would be amazing. But I can't. I have to. There's a lot to work on. The problem is, I need to show them the product. And these last couple of weeks, as teams mismatch uniforms, so like that's why I'm pushing this guys like we got to match, we got to do this. Like if we want a big corporation to sponsor us, we need to look like we need to be attractive to that big organization.
Mm-hmm.
I have a foot in the door to these two different organizations. I can only get one of them because they're competitors, and I just have to. We just have to show them the final product. That's a big reason why I think this is going to be huge. Because how cool this be? Where over here over there I'll have a logo, or on the ticker I have the ticker of the sponsor name. This blah 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 ticker is sponsored by XYZ. And
that's sick.
That's the stuff that I want to get this rolling, because we can get to the point where it's like, all right, guys, we're getting a $10,000 sponsorship. That's going to pay for the championship field, and it's going to pay for transportation for the teams to get there, or whatever it happens to be. Like that's stuff that I want to do, visions I have, but right now, like when I first became commissioner, you called me two hours later. I know what you're going to do. I want to be involved. So like that's what I'm trying to do right now. And if I can make it all work and it can all come together, I think that would be it's gonna be awesome. And that's something that's like bigger stuff that I have in my head, but I can't do it alone.
I respect that, man. I think having vision alone is huge, especially when it comes to an organization like this. Everybody's trying to do their own thing, and the thing about New England football that I don't like is obviously you have a competitor here and a competitor there, but if people join together, it will be so much better because the product will be greater. You know what I mean? And if you have a better product, then you can move people. But again, everybody has egos, and nobody wants to be like, oh, it's mine, this and this and this. So those are some obstacles you have to face when you go into a position like this. But I respect what you're doing. You know what I mean? And I'm here for the vision, man. I've been riding with you for over 20 years Sadly.
I know, right? What the hell are you
Sadly.
thinking?
Yeah, I know, right? But I'm not getting off the train now, man. Not getting off the train. I think you have some good, and I think the people in this league know, especially in the spring, we're the only spring thing going. You know what I mean? So if you can produce something that helps, it will only draw other talent to the league. You know what I mean? Now it'd be good if we have some cross league rivalries. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, I think as long as we're promoting football and we're making young men better, and we're growing the sport, especially in New England, that doesn't have a lot, because New England is it's an afterthought when it comes to football. Like they're like nobody comes from Mass, New Hampshire, Maine. You know what I mean? People come from Connecticut, but nobody comes from this area to make it big. So I see you.
Absolutely. Cool. But yeah, this week's gonna be great, and there's gonna be a lot of good games. I'm gonna try to catch 2 of them and see what we can do, and maybe get some live feeds up. And next week we're gonna have a big show. We're gonna be able to talk about all of them. It's gonna be pretty much the halfway midpoint of the season, and you're gonna start seeing the season and the schedule, the standings kind of shape up. So it's gonna be very, very interesting, and I'm excited. I can't wait for more good football, and it's been exciting. And I mean, the Ducks are very exciting right now. I can't wait to see what the Falcons can do. And they played a tough team, the Cardinals, to a 2-0 victory. Like, that's amazing. Yeah. Falcons, you got the Bulldogs, who are undefeated. They're scratching and clawing, winning. Bruins are right there, playing teams tough. Chargers look great. The CT Raiders are still building, and it's like, we have something really good going on in this league, and we just got to keep it going. And I'm excited to see where it's going to go. And I am hoping that other teams see this and people want to be part of what we're building, because I think what we're building is going to be great. And I know it's going to be great, because I'm going to be the hardest working commissioner in all of semi-pro football. And I promise that to people, and that's what I do. And you know how I work.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it.
I agree with you.
I'm going to make it great. So
yeah, you definitely put all the work into it, man. And anything you do always turns out good. So I'm just along for the ride. You know what I mean?
Appreciate you.
I will let you be Batman, and I'll be Robin. Not doing anything but just podcast.
Love it. Love it. Awesome. But anyways, it's been a great show. Thanks everybody for listening. If you guys can go to my YouTube and subscribe, go to my As a Football Spirals page on Facebook, and follow and like and all that good stuff. It helps us out. Helps get our name out. Helps get who we want to be, and what we want to be out there. And keep going, keep building this league. I think it's going to do great. I think we're doing great so far. It's been a great season. And other than that, I am good. Anything to say, Frazier?
No, man. Have a great season. Hey, Saturday, I'm pulling up. I'm not talking trash, but I'm pulling up.
Love it. We'll see you guys this weekend. Have a good night. Thank you for watching.
Take care, man.
Balls, quarterback flows, dodging D-line walls. End zone dreams in the hearts of teams. Hustle on the field, ain't no in-betweens. As the football spirals, fate unravels. Heartbeats sink, players travel. Grind don't stop, whistle blows echo. Field warriors, the heroes echo. Cleats dig deep, turf beneath. Receivers leap like a midnight thief. Touchdown dances, crowd entrances. Game time magic, endless chances. As the football spirals, fate unravels. Heartbeats sink, players travel. Grind don't stop, whistle blows echo. Field warriors, the heroes echo. Coaches with plans, plays drawn in sand. Grit and sweat, team tighter than a band. Hail Mary hopes, defenders in scopes. Victory's a taste, better than a rope. Cheers rain loud, pride in the crowd. Moments freeze, memories are vowed. Helmet to helmet, clash and conquer. Legends born, others left to ponder. As the football spirals, fate unravels. Heartbeats sink, players travel. Grind don't stop, whistle blows echo. Field warriors, the heroes echo. Dig deep, turf beneath. Receivers leap like a midnight thief. Touchdown dances, crowd in trances. Game time magic, endless chances. As the football spirals, fate unravels. Heartbeats sink, players travel. Grind don't stop, whistle blows echo. Field warriors, the heroes echo. They heroes echo. Come on, come on, come on. Coaches with plans, plays drawn in sand. Grit and sweat, team tighter than a band. Hail Mary hopes, defenders and scopes. Victory's a taste, better than a rope.